from now on, this summer, I'm going to be trying to do a lot of results videos, and that means that my goal will be to do a ranking for the cards that we do results videos for, and it will start today with 5-star rating. Simple enough. What star do I give this card? I would probably give it a 2-star rating. First of all, I don't think Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series can get over a 4 stars, because to get that 5-star rating, you got to have some hype going into the events, and this is more of just a TV show. There's not many hype fighters that you're going to see. You're just going to learn about some hype fighters, and then further on in their careers, they'll probably be able to put on performances that are worth 5 stars. But tonight, we had a lot of good fights, a lot of good skilled guys, but nobody was able to finish a fight. We got 2 contracts handed out, and we'll get to all that. I don't want to bore you too much. It's a results video, so let's get straight into the results. What's going on, guys? It's a results video time. Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series Season 3 Episode 2 just wrapped up. And this one was, I would label it as the night where you'd wish there was a finish, but we never got one. It starts with Miguel Baeza, who almost finished him in the first round. He almost finished Victor Reina in the first round. Couldn't get the finish. Second round, Reina fought very, very well. Third round, again, was Baeza's round. And Miguel Baeza is our first to earn the contract, the first fight of the night, and he earned a 29-28 on all 3 judges' scorecards. That earned him his 7th straight victory to improve to 7-0. We're going to get to see where he goes from here in the UFC. He'll probably start on the prelims, but I wouldn't doubt that we might see him very, very soon, maybe getting in that 5th spot on a main card of a fight night or something of that nature. This Tuesday Night Contender Series is very, very good for hype-up packages and promos for some of the fighters coming up. Next off, we got the next contract. The funny thing is, we got 2 fights back-to-back to open the card, and both fighters that won got a contract, and this is Miles John, who improves to 9-0, defeating Richie Santiago. Santiago clearly knew Michael Bisping. Bisping said Santiago was one of the best there is at the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and dominating opponents on the ground, but nonetheless, Johns was not scared to go there. He was not scared on the feet. He was a much superior fighter. I was a little surprised that he got the contract, knowing Dana White, but I knew he deserved it. It was a great win for him. He looks like a super powerful bantamweight. I'm excited to see what they decide to do with him, and this is definitely a hype moment in his career. He earns a unanimous decision at 30-27, 30-27, and 30-26 from one of the judges. Then we get to some of the fights that were fun to watch at some points, boring at others, but nonetheless, Dana didn't find that any of these winners deserved a contract. It starts with Kyle Dawkins defeating Michael Lombardo via unanimous decision, and in this fight, we actually had a judge score the contest 30-25. Now, that doesn't really matter to Dana White. Dana White cares about how you perform in the entertainment side. Are you willing to go out there? Are you a savage? Are you a dog? Like he talked about Miles John with that type of positive outlook on his career. But for Dawkins, he could not find a finish, and I think that's what screwed him over. If he would have found that finish in the 3rd round, we probably would have seen 3 contracts tonight. Nonetheless, I do agree with Dana White in his analysis. It just looked like Dawkins just couldn't find the finish. Maybe needs a couple more fights before he can fully prove that he deserves to be in the UFC. Nonetheless, if he gets 1 or 2 more wins with this fire underneath him, maybe we get to see him again on the Tuesday Night Contender Series. Maybe we get to see him in the UFC next year. I probably would predict Dawkins as seeing him in the next year because he's not that bad of a fighter, and I'm going to say that about all the guys on this card. Next, we had Justin Gonzalez, who improves to 10-0. All the undefeated fighters were able to successfully defend their undefeated records. He defeated Zach Zane in a fight. Zach Zane was the stand-up guy. Gonzalez was the grappler, pushed him against the octagon, kept it there for majority of the fight. Nonetheless, he wins the fight via unanimous decision. I want to make sure I get the judges' scorecards right here. Yep, it was 30-26, 30-26, 30-26. So a dominant performance nonetheless, but not dominant enough to get past the clinching and get past Dana White's eyes for signing a final contract. So nonetheless, he didn't get into the UFC either. But again, in a couple fights, probably 1 or 2 more fights, we might see them in the octagon, whether that's middle of 2019, middle of 2020, early 2020, end of 2020, maybe 2021 is where we're going to see some of these guys. We'll see. I predict we'll see most of the winners from this card in the future of the UFC, and I'll be sure to be following their careers from here on out. Next, we had pro boxer Tony Johnson, who had a very, very good push from Daniel Cormier, teammate Daniel Cormier. Cormier had a video package before the fight talking about how good of a boxer Tony Johnson was, And that was displayed in the first minute of the fight. And then from there on out, it looked like Alton Cunningham didn't want a thing to do at boxing distance. And in a smart strategy, Cunningham was able to put him against the fence, but he wasn't able to win. It was a tedious fight for Tony Johnson. He got 29-28 on all three judges' scorecards. I'll let you break that down as you may. In my opinion, I thought Cunningham had won the fight with the second and third round performances. He controlled the pace. Michael Bisping thought that Alton Cunningham was the winner. I will let you watch it and decide for yourself. Nonetheless, neither of these two were a real winner getting the contract. Neither guy got the end goal of getting a contract into the UFC. Dana Set put it pretty perfectly again on this fight. Said that if Alton Cunningham can push you against the fence like that, imagine what the guys at middleweight will be able to do. The guys at light heavyweight will be able to do to him. So nonetheless, we do not see a contract given out in the feature bout at light heavyweight. We'll see. I want you guys in the description below to let me know if you guys think any of these guys will get a contract in the future, and if you agree with the contracts Dana White gave out tonight. And if you like the Tuesday Night Contender series just as a whole. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, remember to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. But that'll do it for me tonight. Peace out, guys.